Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to the very first out of 2 reactions I'll be jumping on this YouTube platform, brothers and sisters. The other one will be later on today, brothers and sisters, on the BrBpTV YouTube platform, as of course promised that I would definitely be reacting to the press conference, for which there's a number of interesting snippets and bits that have been said to me, brothers and sisters, but I want to react to the full thing. One of the reasons why I was actually waiting for me to actually jump this video was to find out if what I was being sent was actually from the snippet that took place in the press conference. But of course I was told that that is the case right there. So of course, guys, we're gonna be reacting to that a bit later on. But welcome to the very first one, brothers and sisters, on this here Mystelics Reacts channel, guys. Big up all yourself for definitely tuning into these vibrations. Don't forget to click the like button. I would appreciate that. And of course subscribe and turn on that post notification. When you click the like button, brothers and sisters, that helps the algorithm to push his videos further and further out there, brothers and sisters. So click the like button. I would appreciate that. And of course subscribe, like I indicated before. Subscribe, turn on that post notification so you'll be notified, and of course helping this here channel right there to grow further and further in that regard. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, welcome. Let us get into the vibrations for today right there. Of course, we have this sentiment that we are seeing another set of load shedding that is taking place, brothers and sisters. This one is apparently entitled Emergency Outage. And of course that emergency outage was none other than the places called Kalinago Territory, Margot and Wesley. So it was further northeast. Yes, brothers and sisters, we're in the northeast side, brothers and sisters. And of course indicated right there by some sort of load shedding situation. But of course, I don't think this was part of it. But of course, this was an emergency outage. What is an emergency outage? An outage that was done emergently? But I don't know. But they put this there, brothers and sisters, and of course, as indicated, the day before the emergency outage took place. Didn't I do this yesterday, guys, where I posted out about a number of places that were going to be shutting down? I could be wrong, but I think I posted this one right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, more load shedding is going to be taking place tomorrow, Wednesday, 17 July 2024. This was, of course, emergency outage. This one, of course, was definitely a planned outage right there. Of course, indicated from 7:30 to 2 p.m. More load shedding is taking place, brothers and sisters. They have it under the disguise of load management. I will talk about something in a while. Somebody made a comment on my video talking about is not load shedding, is load management. Oh, of course. It is, brothers and sisters, in the Shawford, Trafalgar, Lower Trafalgar, why don't you say Watton-Waven? Are they taking it in parts of Watton-Waven, or are they taking it in parts of Trafalgar, or are they taking the full thing? I think they probably just want to write and make sure it looks full. Maybe that's what it is. Bioche, Plat Mapier. I've heard of that name before. Where's that? Where exactly is Plat Mapier, guys? Can you tell me? Mero, Jimmy West. I'm guessing Jimmy East is not gonna get it. Jimmy Highway, Collio Quarry. It have people living in Collio Quarry. You know? Anyways, St. Joseph and of course Salisbury, right there. 7:30 to 2 p.m. tomorrow, brothers and sisters. They'll be having load shedding taking place, and of course they have more load shedding taking place that same day tomorrow, brothers and sisters, from 12:30 to 5 p.m. and of course the entrance of Portsmouth Central. So I'm guessing Portsmouth East and West and South will not be caught out. Very interesting. Georgetown, Longhouse, Glanville. Isn't Georgetown in Glanville? Guys, I myself don't know what these people doing. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, let's continue right there. More load shedding is going to be taking place this time from 5 to 9 p.m. The other one was from 12:30 to 5:30. So it seems like bits and pieces of time they'll be doing the load shedding, brothers and sisters, as time goes by. This one, of course, is Rose Street, Churchill, Dupini Lane, Grant Lane, Frank. I myself, that is ROSEAU. I don't know where this place is be. Rowley Lane, all kind of McIntyre, Jolly Lane, Benjamin, Winston. That is the disciples, man. Hey. Shop Lane, Short Lane, Long Lane, Princess Lane, Solomon Lane. Yes, Lane. We have lanes, brothers. We have lanes, man. We have Murphy Lanes, Jeffers Lane, Scotland Lane. We have Skerritt Lane too. I don't know, brothers and sisters, but that wasn't there. But you get the point right there, brothers and sisters. And of course, this looks like it's in the ROSEAU region, because when you hear lane is ROSEAU, I don't know, I could be wrong, but you guys will let me know right there. More load shedding. But of course, considering this whole load shedding, load management thing, somebody indicated to me, Mystelics, It's load shedding. It's load management, sorry. Not load shedding. It is load management, not load shedding. I know this person was trying to be funny or something, but they ended up liking their own comment. You know, very interesting stuff right there. But load shedding and load management go hand in hand, brothers and sisters. Load management doesn't tell you something. Load shedding is when they're shedding the load all over the place, brothers and sisters. Bits and places, so some place will have, some place wouldn't have. Load management is the same thing. They're managing the load. But anyways, we'll get to more of a defining point. So I decided to respond to something I saw on Google when I Googled it so that person can see. The goal of load shedding is to prevent a power grid or power source from overloading. As a type of load management, therefore load shedding is a type of load management. Load shedding works by rotating power outages or reducing power consumption from primary sources until demand decreases and more capacity becomes available, brothers and sisters. So the person who tell me is load management, not load shedding. Load management is load shedding. You know, it's the same principle that is applied. When they take power, apparently there's not much power to meet the demand. They take the power, brothers and sisters, and then bring it back in a time that of which, you know, power can become available. So that person that sent this to me, you could just Google, you know. The brothers and sisters, sometimes I know I might say certain things that might be, you know, misunderstood or whatnot, blah blah blah, and, you know, take a little correction from time to time. But when I know I write it as subject matter, you better bring all the hosts. I was going to say the host of heaven, but the host of heaven on my side, but you bring some hosts to come and say certain things. But just a correction right there for the individual. Load shedding is actually load management, or part or type of load management right there. And what is happening in Dominica is indeed load shedding. You realize in the stuff they put load management. You realize there, all of them have load management inside there. Is necessary for load management. Remember back in the day, brothers and sisters, they were actually putting load shedding on the paper, on the post. You realize they were putting load shedding on the post. This is another one. They have load management there as well. Look it right there, brothers and sisters, in case you don't see in. Well, I'm making sure you see. This interruption is necessary for load management purposes. It's very clear. You can read, brothers and sisters, as a type of load management. Load shedding, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Okay, wonderful, brothers and sisters. So definitely. By the way, guys, I also forget. I will be doing the live reaction podcast around 7:38. Okay, most likely around 8 or 7:45, whichever time that I get to free up more. But it's either at 7:30 or 8 o'clock or in between, brothers and sisters. Of course, I will definitely put that out for you guys when I'm about to go live in that regard right there. I also have a bad habit of not sharing the stuff. I should be sharing the stuff all over the place when I'm actually doing the stuff. You guys just jump in afterwards. Some of you guys message me, Mystelics, why you don't tell us you're coming on? You know I should do this, brothers and sisters, but I have a 10-minute waiting time, brothers and sisters, where I tend to come with the reactions, the live reactions, the live interactions, reactions, and I wait for like 10 minutes so individuals can come in and what have you, blah 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 and stuff. But I will try my best to put out the link. Also keep in mind, sometimes the link, I don't get the link directly one time, so that self is another. So I might have to send out the link and then be waiting and then go live. But I think I should probably do it when I'm live. I think that's the key right there when it comes down to this situation. Anyways, brothers and sisters, let us continue right there. Of course, last night had a little bit of rumbling in the jungle in the northern part of the nature island of the Caribbean, brothers and sisters. Yes, there was some tremors that took place. I myself, what I felt wasn't tremors, no, but anyways, they indicated from 12:45 local time yesterday a burst of volcanic earthquakes was recorded. Some of these events were sufficiently large to be felt, but were smaller than magnitude 3.5, which is below the threshold for posting to, of course, their website on social media. So apparently this stuff was less than 3.5, so they did not post it right there. But I'm not gonna lie, brothers and sisters, you can see, let me see if I can zoom in on this thing for you guys. They actually pinpointed it where exactly they happened. 3 of them. Now if you guys were on my WhatsApp, you would notice that I indicated there's most likely gonna be another one, and then bow around 6 o'clock there was another one right there. But they indicated that this was too small, too weak to be recorded. But brothers and sisters, let me tell you something now. When I heard the first one, okay, I heard the first one. I thought it was thunder that was happening in the sky, so I didn't bother with it. And just like when I go on social media and stuff, or when I went to some groups, they say, hey, earthquakes, blah, blah, blah. So I say, oh, that was then. So I say, okay. So when they talk about it was less than 3.5, that would make sense. I heard the rumble for sure. The rumble, I thought it was a thunder or something. I was like, how is there a thunder and there's no lightning? Anyways, I just let this go by. Next time, brothers and sisters, I was still up doing some little projects and whatnot. Bow! This one was strong. Yes, brothers and sisters, that was strong. I felt it, and you say that still wasn't 3.5. I say, hey, something wrong with this people machine, because it's either that was very, very close to the surface, or the surface itself was shaking and it didn't record that for you to tell me that wasn't that strong. That was strong. Okay? They said it didn't record more than 3.5. Maybe it was 4.45 or 49. So, no, it wasn't that. Anyways, brothers and sisters, maybe it was around that region right there. Maybe it was a 3 or something, 3.2 or whatever. I don't know. They say that it's less than 3.5, so they don't put it up right there. I guess there's been a number of these earthquakes happening from time to time, and you know, as time goes by, you know, if they have to record every single one, it would not make sense. You know, there's one that shake for one, and then another one that shake for 2, and then another one that shake for 3 on the Richter scale, and then more a set of 0 point something. If they have to put up everything, you know, it just tremors every time because the earth is constantly shaking. Yes, brothers and sisters, you know, the earth is flying through space. So when there's little rubble here and there, brothers and sisters, you know what's up when that comes to that regard right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, this is of course where the situation took place. Actually, I had to point it out. Mon Odiab. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was wondering where's Mon Odiab. You know, Mon Odiab. And this area is a nice lookout spot. You can pretty much see Portsmouth. You can pretty much see a number of things. You can look the other way. You can look up, and you get to see a number of other places as well. You get to see the Saints. You get to see Guadeloupe. In fact, there were individuals on top that very spot right there. On top that very spot, looking at the Saints and Guadeloupe's fireworks, because apparently Dominica didn't have much. I saw some in Dominica, but when it comes onto the celebratory part of it, you know, people were on top of the mountain looking at Guadeloupe and the Saints for their fireworks to celebrate New Year's. Yes, that's how it was in Dominica, brothers and sisters. But of course, this is Mono Diab. I'll remember that. Thank God for the internet. Anyways, brothers and sisters, moving along in that regard, brothers and sisters, we have yet another earthquake, brothers and sisters. An earthquake. Where is this place, brothers and sisters? You might be asking. I was asking myself until I found the answer. This is in the heart of the city called ROSEAU, brothers and sisters, as indicated here. This is actually a Sheep Street, you know, a Sheep Street behind Dominica Social Security area. Garbage, my brother, in the middle of ROSEAU right there. So I'm guessing, you know, people decide, hey, all you don't want to pick up garbage, no problem, let us just dump it there. Whoop, whoop, boom, bam, boom, bam, bang. Or is that a business that did this? This is disgusting right there. I think you need to do better if it's a business that doing this. Maybe Dominica Social Security that doing that. I don't know. I just say, guys. But yeah, this is kind of crazy right here. Maybe people are passing and they figured, hey, there's garbage there, let me put more garbage there, and they pass me their stuff and they just dump it there one time. I think the individuals need to pick this up, because that's just nasty. You know, don't be nasty in ROSEAU, brothers and sisters. People probably checking tourism season over, so they don't bother. They just want to make the place look nasty. Anyways, brothers and sisters, we move along in that regard right there. The best healthcare for Dominica now is to give Simbot an injection to stop talking crap. It's rather interesting that the Prime Minister has been saying a number of things, especially, this is one of the reasons why I know for a fact, well, outside of the fact that some of you guys wanted me to do a reaction on it, but I know for a fact that I need to react to that video right there. Apparently, they decided to cut down on the time that they're actually doing this stuff, but I heard that Matt was asking him some rather interesting questions. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this reaction a bit late, but of course, it'll definitely go up, and of course, I'll do the reaction on BrBpTV, so tune in for that right there. What is this? Oh yes, brothers and sisters. This is none other than T-Mal.
So no, like Melissa Pop on scary to know that no. I live in Central ROSEAU, you know, you hear me? But now the reason why I do vote in you is because I had my friends staying there. You see where I showing you there? I had how many friends staying there? You take them out there and you can put them Mzol, huh? I do not drop Mzol as I speak there. And when I do the job, it's supposed to be where you put them in some kind of plywood house or termite all to this day, huh?
Is that a hurricane resilient house? One of them hurricane resilient house, brothers and sisters?
The people you take out there is not the same people you have to put back there, nothing all. You have them Mzol in a hole, in wood and termite.
Well, maybe the people that go there were the ones who they feel like, hey, they needed a better place to stay. So they take out the people out there and they put them in a worse place and then put the people that they think that are better than the other people who they removed from there and they put them there. That's probably what happened right there.
And you have your people, I don't know where you get them people and put there. But them people you take out there, what happened? They're too nice for them. Huh?
Apparently. Because if you're telling people to go there, I guess the people might be from ROSEAU. And of course, they are going there because apparently Melissa them is killing the economy. And as a result of that, they then have to build housing for the people so that the people can be loyal and servants to them. So they put them in these houses. They remove them from these houses. They put them in a place Timal is saying that is full of woodlands and what have you. They put them there because they feel like this place is too good for these people. Why don't you put the new people in the woodlands place that Timal is talking about? Why didn't you do that? Huh? So apparently the people out there, apparently it's Timal friends, so they're checking what Timal friends? Timal friends can't be having this kind of luxury on there.
I want to know if they are too nice for the people you take out there. You hear me, Timal? Them people you relocate and put them wherever, you know, they're not supposed to put them back. You check me, Timal?
Why did they take them out there for in the first place? Did they have to do some renovations of something of that sort? Or they told them, hey, we have to do renovations there. Take them out. Okay, you guys will have to go somewhere else and stay in the meantime. And then, quote unquote, don't do no renovation or maybe do repainting or what have you. You know, make the room look brand new once again. And as a result of that, put new people in there so they can live inside there. Hey, you guys move already. What's the point of moving back? Yeah? I'm sure it's that. They actually told them, you guys moved there already. We have to do some renovations there or whatever. And then we put you over there so you guys can stay there. Why is the point of coming back here? Just stay over there.
So I want to know if them people that were staying there, if they are too nice for them to come back and stay there. You check me, Timal? Mrs. Melissa Pop and scary.
The way you just say that does freak me out. But yeah, that's an interesting thing right there. Why did you remove these people and then don't put them back where they were accustomed to? Why? But then again, it's not their house. They do not own this, therefore they can be removed and put wherever they want you to go. What are you going to tell them? No. But it's not yours. You have to go. You see, when people are focused on getting free things instead of working hard for what they can get or what they should be able to get. If you work hard for what you are supposed to get, brothers and sisters, what you work hard for will be yours. Nobody can come and tell you, no, come out there. Nobody can come and tell you, okay, you know what? I fed up of you. I don't want you there again. Come out there. If you work and you build your thing, brothers and sisters, nobody can come and tell you nothing. And that is the very thing that Melissa them do not want, Scary them do not want, apparently, for the 2030 agenda. Those of you know the 2030 agenda, you can leave that in the comment box below so that other people can know as well. But that, of course, is what seems to be happening right there. What are you going to do? Make noise? What are you going to make noise for? I want my spot back. I want my spot back. Yeah, no, not yet. But no, I want my spot back. No, give me my spot. No. But while you're making the they're watching you and they're carrying you out and go. Or you'll just have to stay on the street because it's not yours. It's not yours. So therefore, if you want to believe, well, based on what Timal is saying, if Timal wants to believe, or the people want to believe that sentiment right there, and they say, okay, Timal, talk about it for us. But if the people want to believe the sentiment that, hey, they remove us there to put us in the old house, and then they put in new people there because they feel like we are not worthy to be staying in a house, in an area that looks better than the place that we are in right now. What can you do about it? Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. So people have to realize and wake up and say, hey guys, I understand maybe I'm a young person or whatever, or an elderly person trying to do something, but I realize that that situation is not helping me at all. So that's an interesting one right there. And his brothers and sisters, this was sent to me.
As much as I want this cabal to go.
This is Loftus Dura. No, brothers and sisters, I think the person who did this just decided to take a piece of what Loftus was saying and flip it. No, I don't know if that is the case or whatever, but there are two ways to look at this. And let us take a listen to what he said. Loftus, let's go back to the beginning.
As much as I want this cabal to go, I am equally as fearful as well. Another set of people take up the reins of political power in this country, and within the first 6 weeks, everything will crash.
Who exactly is he referring to? Is he referring to Joshua them? Because I know it cannot be United Workers Party people he's talking about, and there's a reason why I'll talk about that in a moment.
As much as I want this cabal to go, like yesterday.
He's talking about Labour Party. As long as he want the Labour Party to go,
I am equally fearful as well that another bunch of people who would have picked up the political reins of power to run this country, promising that is, and within 6 weeks, the bottom of the basket would have dropped off. Because of what I said before.
No, what did he say before? Can anybody allude to this? What did he say before that brought about this talking point? Now, guys, keep in mind, the message on the board could just be a plight of the DLP to do their thing and make people, so best we just leave them there. I'm sure that's what they're saying. Loftus Durako reconfirms it is safer with the Labour Party. I just said that. I just literally said that. But that is definitely not what Loftus is saying. If you listen to what Loftus is saying as much as he wants them to come out there might be other people in the position that could come in. Now, from my understanding, it could be, based on what they're saying, it could be the possibility he's talking about United Workers Party. It could be. There's a possibility. You can always put it in. That's why the person made this. Or it could be talking about another set of people within the DLP team coming in. It could be that. Another set of people within the Dominica Labour Party that could be coming in and they themselves have absolutely no idea what to do. These people will be coming in and just creating utter chaos, utter irrevocable chaos. Right there. It'll be very interesting for me to get the context, that of which individuals were sending this for me right there. But I did not choose to get the context so I can get you guys involved in it. But on this basis right there, brothers and sisters, if this was on BrBpTV, I'll get the context of it right there. But this is, the reaction. So what are your thoughts on that, right? Do you think that he's talking about DLP? Do you think he's talking about the United Workers Party? Do you think he's talking about Joshua them, or the UPPites, or the old PPites, and the APPites, and all the ITists, man? All the niggeritis and this kind of, all those things there, brothers and sisters. Let me know your thoughts in that regard right there. But I know for sure that Loftus is not saying in any way, shape, or form that it is safer with the Dominica Labour Party. That can never be. Now, on the basis of the United Workers Party, brothers and sisters, we have individuals within the United Workers Party that are good for the economy. We have Dr. Thompson Fountain. We have so for agriculture. We have a number of these folks. We have even the lady from Senju. I say Melissa. I think in my head it's not Melissa. No, Elas. What's her name again? I see in her face. Monel. I know it started with M. But Monel, yes, Monel is another individual. I think she ended up getting involved in trading and this kind of things. There may be something of that sort she can actually push to help build Dominica. Because right now, brothers and sisters, if you have to depend on Dominica for how it is and looking to go in agriculture, which of course you have to compete with the markets and what have you, I think the best way forward is actually to utilize what Monel actually knows when it comes onto the trading system. So getting other individuals involved and also elevating that advancement right there, so more people can actually get richer in that regard, or getting the monies that is sustainable to them. I think that is quite vital right there. Going online, I talked to Dr. Thompson Fountain on the basis of that, and he's also looking at people working online, because right now Dominica, the resources, it has its resources, but remember the resources are going to be taking a time before it elevates. And of course, keeping in mind, Dominica is falling so far behind, brothers and sisters, that the present Caribbean countries that are actually tapping into the very markets already have quite a long distance of a start. So they have already established themselves within the different markets, and then Dominica has to try to come in and then try to compete with these people and all those kind of things. And sometimes it's much more difficult to create certain things, or much more expensive to create certain things in Dominica to then branch out to the international market or the regional markets. You have exports, which is of course very, very high. I think this is why Dr. Thompson Fontaine is necessary in that regard, to look at certain criteria that can actually bring down the prices and therefore push things out. And when they bring down the prices, more surplus will be created. It's interesting when you look at businesses and how they have certain times where they literally bring down the prices, or are led to be bringing down the prices. But I know certain businesses that actually bring down the prices. Even in St. Kitts, they tend to have no VAT day or half of VAT day or something of that sort. They tend to have, and they know they're doing this because when they do this, a lot of people tend to buy stuff during that time. They tend to buy stuff during that time, so a lot of money has been created as a result of individuals buying. But because of the VAT and this kind of things that are on, people will buy sparingly. They'll buy when they can, When they reduce the prices for things, people tend to buy in droves and therefore increases the prices, creating surplus within the very economy, helping to boost businesses, and, profits are still being made, even though prices drop. The prices drop on the government side, but profits are still being made. And when profits are being made, brothers and sisters, obviously, it's interesting. A thought came to mind. When profits are being made and then these businesses have to then pay their taxes, do they drop off this? Interesting. Do they drop off this particular day that they have no VAT when they file in the taxes, or the businesses that make their profit will still have to file whatever percentage of tax that they have to file at the end of the time? It's interesting if you look at it, brothers and sisters, because keep it in mind, the business always has to pay tax, right? Pays tax, there's VAT on it, you exclude the tax. So let's say something of yours costs $5. You sell it for $10, and then another $5 goes to the government, right? So $15, you pay $15 normally for that, right? The government decide, okay, you know what, let us take our tax. We have VAT-free days, okay, take our tax, so it's $10, that's the stuff, right? Remember, the item is $5. The item is $5, and therefore you get to pay $10 for that. The business still makes its $5 profit. Now, at the end of the year, when the business is calculating its revenue and expenses and losses, does it take off from that very $5 profit? You understand what I'm saying, guys? It's really interesting, very interesting and tricky way of looking at things, because there's always some sort of hidden agenda, not necessarily being a bad thing, but there's some sort of hidden agenda that is not put to the public. For example, when the Prime Minister comes, let me leave that alone, brothers and sisters. But you get the point. But we have economics in the United Workers' Party. We have a number of individuals that have helped other countries to actually elevate. St. Kitts is definitely one of them, that of which Thompson Fontaine has come in. So when he's making this claim right there, who exactly is talking about? Because it doesn't appear to be United Workers' Party at all. Because the United Workers' Party has formidable people that actually can do things in society. You have Annette for healthcare, when Annette talking about certain things that can be done to help and improve. You have other people from overseas that can actually help her in the medical field in that regard. So she has friends when it comes into that association. So in agriculture, Lennox self in agriculture and journalism, all those kind of things there, and getting information out there to the people. All these things. Information technology can be handled by a number of folks. And going digitally and, utilizing trade. I think these individuals are formidable. So if Loftus is saying this, on what basis does he make this claim? If people are then, or whoever is making this claim, talking about United Workers' Party is dead and what have you. When you have formidable people who are professionals in their foreright and have done the work, to then say, okay, yes, we can move forward in that regard and actually help people to grow. Just like me, brothers and sisters, I've helped a number of individuals in YouTube across the Caribbean and even in Dominica as well. It's just unfortunate that some of these people fell off, but they started elevating and started making a little income for themselves and whatever, teaching them different things that they can actually do, utilizing YouTube. Even though you're not making money on YouTube, but you can do this as well, because I did the same thing too. I'm very good in videography and photography. I don't tend to do photography in Dominica anymore because I tend to do it overseas. I tend to do videography and editing as well overseas as well. So when there are different projects and whatever, I tend to push the projects for the Dominicans to do instead, and I mainly handle those in the United States and UK and across the Caribbean and these places there where I get to do my little gigs here and there. So that's always a good thing in that regard, right there, brothers and sisters. So for me, the people who have the ability to do certain things, I know it's definitely not the United Workers Party he's talking about, because you have the economists who has helped other people in the Caribbean, helped internationally as well. I did the interview with him. If you missed it, you can check it out on BrBpTV as well, and you get to understand who we are talking about. So if you're talking about the helping of the economy right there, I know I know Lofty. If he's talking about that, he make a mistake. Because you can see the proof is in the pudding, brothers and sisters. The proof is in the pudding, man. Pudding, boom, boom. Okay. Anyways, brother, I just skipped to mine. Anyways, what are your thoughts, guys? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. These are just my thoughts. Tune in a bit later on, around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I literally send the time so you guys can tune in on your YouTube channel on BrBpTV, and of course I'll be reacting, doing a live interaction with you guys there to definitely give your views on the Prime Minister's press conference today. Dion Dura messaged me talking about email for bishop ordination. I never asked you to be part of bishop ordination, Dion. Press conference I want to be. Don't talk about that bishop ordination. I don't want to be. Put me in the press conference. Let me ask Skerrit some interesting questions. And you're not just asking questions, you also have to follow up so that the people listening can say, okay, we fully understand what Skerrit is saying. And if he's talking nonsense, we will see. If he's talking logical stuff, we will see, brothers and sisters. What? That is an issue to have me there to just, I think Matt asked some really good questions based on what I saw, listen to. Sorry, a little bit of what Matt was asking him in that regard. I noticed there's some discrepancies in what Skerrit is saying. This is why I have to react to this stuff. Anyways, brothers and sisters, about Mystelics once again, guys. Let me get eat my lunch right now so I can come and organize for you guys at around 7:38. Boom, bam, brothers and sisters, about Mystelics once again. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button, not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next BrBpTV live interactions reaction. Be real, brothers and sisters. Salute the king. Be positive.